today, and only today, we are doing a 7-round mock draft with the Detroit Lions at the 7th overall draft pick, and it is going to get absolutely bonkers today. So first thing we're going to do is a couple parameters, what we always do when we're doing a 7-round mock draft, half speed, because I am not that fast. And that is just the situation we are in. Also, randomness. No randomness. No randomness up in here. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. We are out here to make this as realistic as possible, even though what I'm about to do might shock a couple people and it might not seem realistic to some. But hey, I personally think this could happen, and I think it would be very, very interesting. So, So the very first thing I'm going to say before we get started is I need you guys to wrap your brain around this. What is the team with the biggest draft needs? Like, we're talking most needs here. I think it's pretty easily the Detroit Lions. I mean, look at this. They've got a wide receiver and an entire defense that they need, essentially. Now, they've got some players, don't get me wrong, but I think in terms of the biggest team needs and ever, obviously the Washington football team is another team, and so are the Bears, but I think the Detroit Lions are a really good draft or two or three, a couple of years or three drafts away from being legitimate contenders. I like Jared Goff. Don't love him. I think he can definitely be a franchise. Scratch that. I think he can be a Kirk Cousins-esque type player as long as you don't give him too much money. Even though the Rams kind of did, but it is what it is. But I think he went to the playoffs with the Rams a couple times. Even went to a Super Bowl. So, by the way, losing in the most boring fashion, but it is what it is. At this point, I don't think you need to draft a guy like Trey Lance. I know he's not really. He's probably going to fall there, but my point is we can trade this seventh overall pick, and get some major hauls. Well, let's do it. I'm going to show you what guys I've been monkeying with, and so we're going to just sim through here the first 6 picks. Of course, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields. We know all that. Okay. After that, it kind of gets wide open, and you have to see what you have. Now, the Detroit Lions, I've seen a lot of people mock Kyle Pitts to the Detroit Lions. Am I forgetting something? Maybe it's the fact that they have TJ Hawkinson, who's one of the best tight ends in the entire NFL. Maybe I'm forgetting that. I don't know. But he really came into himself last year, had himself a great season with the Lions. And I think they don't necessarily need to go get Kyle Pitts. I think they can trade down here. And what are we going to do? We're going to trade with the Denver Broncos. Now, I think the Denver Broncos need a quarterback. I think that's really their only huge major need as the Broncos. So I'm going to get a little wild. We're going to ask them for their 9th overall selection in a couple of years, but watch this. If I'm going to go after them, I want all of these draft picks. This is a major haul we're talking about. I could get some. Let's see what ye say to that. I don't care. This might not be the most realistic case, but it could be. I mean, because this is a very valuable pick for Trey Lance, leapfrogging the Panthers. Even though I really don't think that they need a quarterback. I think if they traded for Sam Darnold, they're probably not going to be. But you could fool the Broncos into really thinking that the Panthers are wanting to trade up, and I think you can gouge them. I really think you can gouge them. So boom, they accepted the trade. We're talking. Multiple first-round picks, talking the entire draft class, all for their 7th overall selection. Is this 100% accurate? Probably not. Probably not the most realistic case. A couple of things that I want to kind of point out, though. It could happen. We don't know, but we're going to take what we can get at this point. Now, Kyle Pitts goes. Don't really care. TJ Hawkinson is, I think, honestly, a really good tight end. He's going to be a great tight end in the NFL. Now, look at the haul that the Detroit Lions have. We're talking multiple 3 first-round draft picks in back-to-back drafts in 2022 and 2023. Couple of seconds here, a couple of seconds next year, and a couple of thirds. We have got picks to burn, and we need them because, I mean, the Detroit Lions need some players, and they need some quality players, which I think we're going to do in this draft. So, automatically, the biggest question is, they need a wide receiver. But with Jalen Waddle and what he offers the Detroit Lions, I'm not 100% sure if I want to go this route because I really like Micah Parsons. I really like Christian Barmore. And I really think you can get a lot of different players here. You know what? Let's offer some things up. Let's go ahead and I think you go ahead and I think you immediately take. I think you can take Waddle here. I'm comfortable with that. I know I'm not really. I think he's a good player. I think he's going to stretch the field and be just an immediate impact player. But I think you would go Jalen Waddle here. Even though Micah Parsons is on the board, you need some. Maybe we'll see if we can trade for Micah Parsons in just a second. But you go Jalen Waddle here. Pause. Patrick Surtain is off the board. Now the Giants, for their 11th overall selection, I saw a tweet by Ian Rappaport that this team is actually very likely to trade out. So we'll give you our 40th. We'll give you our 41st and our 72nd pick, as well as a 7th round draft pick for that number 11 spot. What say you? We got it. No way. Okay, we got the 11th overall pick. This is why you do it, because guys like Micah Parsons, you filled 2 back-to-back needs with this, and the rest of this draft class is still wide open too. I think you easily draft Micah Parsons here. Game-changing player. Man, this first 2 picks off the board, things are getting wild. We are finding things, and I think this is going to be a really fun draft. I think, wow, 2 huge positions of need. Defensive line, Christian Barmore is probably going to be gone at this point, but there's still a lot of great defensive tackles you can get in the later round. So we're going to see what we can do here, do some maneuvering, and just get this done. So kind of a recap. Najee Harris went to the, okay, wow. So kind of a recap. Once again, you trade out. You get the entire draft class from the Denver Broncos. You get Jalen Waddle at 9. You get Micah Parsons at 11. Things are looking up. You got the best linebacker in the class. You got one of the best wide receivers. Now you can go after defense. I think best available defensive player here in all of these rounds. So things are looking up. I repeat, things are looking up. Resume the draft. Let's just see what falls to the Detroit Lions at all of these spots. Okay, Carlos Basham went Tevin Jenkins, Asante Samuel Jr. Okay, Nick Bolton. Now, do we double down on wide receiver with Elijah Moore? I don't personally think so. But I do think that there's a lot of different things they can do here, but it's all defense. Now, could they trade down? Possibly. But I do think, Ronnie Perkins is there, Jabril Cox, even though linebackers, Micah Parsons, do you double down? That's a big question. I think you can trade down and get more value here at 40. Now, I think you go to like 48 and try to target guys like Richie Grant. He was 48, 79. And your 200th pick, and we will give you 40. This is, wow. Teams are desperate today. They are really going with this today. I'm not forcing these trades. These are just going through. So I think you go down to 48. You can get some players and really get some. Cisco went to. Wow, Andre Cisco. That was a little bit of a shocker. Not going to lie to you. Jalen Mayfield, Tyson Campbell's off the board. I think you can go down here. You got an extra couple picks here, too, in the 3rd round, too. If you're the Detroit Lions, you need to get some players now. You need to get some players. So Elijah Molden's there. Oh, man, this is tempting. But I love Richie Grant. I really like Richie Grant. And I don't know how far he falls, but I say you go get Richie Grant. I think he's one of the best safeties in the entire NFL draft. You pick out another need, or do we get edge defender? Will Richie Grant or Jamar Johnson fall to the 3rd? What do we got for edge? Because you really need to help out that edge. Right, Perkins is there, like I said. Aleem McNeil is there. Oh man. This is tough. Peyton Taylor's there. Rashad Weaver out of Pitt is there. This is wild. I think Levi Onwuzurike. I think Onwuzurike is going to be there. I think that's the defensive lineman you target. So with this, I think it's pretty self-explanatory going Richie Grant or Jamar Johnson here. I like Richie Grant, though. I really like Richie Grant. I don't care if it's a reach. I love Richie Grant. And now we're going to kind of sim here quickly because I don't want to sit around and wait for the Detroit Lions for their pick. And I'm going to make sure I take this down, too, right before I forget to, and then, potentially lose on trades and stuff. So, okay, Jabril Cox is still there. There's no way. There is no way Jabril Cox is still there. But, do you take him? Because you need linebacker help. You got safety help. Now, I think you need to go defensive interior here. Levi Onwuzurike, I think he went. Okay, that's just how it goes. Tommy Tongalai, Bobby Brown. Odigizua is there. Okay, will he be there at 90? Probably. 71 here, though. I think you go BPA. Jamie Davis is there. You need D lineman. I think, okay. We need to think here. Edge players, what do we got? Because we need to go after some edge players. Okay, Jonathan Cooper's there. Shaka Toney. Okay, I like me some Shaka Toney. I really do. Quincy Roche is there. Chauncey Golston. Man, there's some good players here still. Patrick Jones at 200. I think he's going to be a really good value there. So, you know what? I think you go best player here. I think you do. And if I don't think Jamin Davis is going to be, but the Jabril Cox and Jamar Johnson are there. Man, man. I think you take Jamar Johnson here. He's too good to pass up. He is really too good to pass up. You're helping up those safeties. You're coming back at 71, or excuse me, at 79. Kellen Mond goes in the third round. I really don't think the Panthers take him there, but okay. Okay. Now I'm actually going to bring that back down. I apologize. So now, oh man, Jamin Davis just keeps falling. He just keeps falling. I don't know how much longer he's going to fall. He's a solid linebacker out of Kentucky. So we got wide receiver. We got a couple of safeties. Man, this is tough. This is really tough. Do we trade down and try to get Onwuzurike and maybe Jamin Davis is still there? I think so. Let's go down to like 90 something. Oh, I don't want to go trade with the Vikings. Even though I'm a diehard Vikings fan, I want to make this as realistic as possible. And Onwuzurike, he's going to be there around that 93. We'll go down to 92. All right, fine. We'll trade with the Packers. Don't like it. 135. Give us 256. We'll give you 79. Deal? Whew, we're on fire today. Something's going on. Maybe this isn't, like I said, maybe this isn't realistic. I don't know, but Jamin Davis is still there. Whew. Jamin Davis, man. I really don't know why he's fallen. Levi Onwuzurike. I'm going to chance it. Levi Onwuzurike, hope you're still there. Don't know how this is going. Cam Sample's gone. Okay. Talona Hufanga. Darius Washington. Brevin Jordan. Okay, I saw that going. James Hudson. Okay, this is slower. This is slow. Go up just a bit. Deontay Brown. Is he there? He is still there at 9. Whew, I think you were ecstatic to get him there. You are filling major needs here. You've got a double down on linebacker. You double down on safety. You've got a quality wide receiver. Corners. We're just going after all the defensive linemen, all the defensive players here. Still got a plethora of picks. For the Detroit Lions here. And, man, Quincy Roche went in the first round. Wow. Jalen Twyman? Wow. Okay. I mean, okay. Kevin Joseph. Tay Gowan is still on board? Yeah. You go Tay Gowan and you don't even think about it twice. I think he's one of the best corners in this draft. And to get him that late, I don't know, again, if it is that realistic, but hey. You do what you can. Okay, so edge defender. Milton Williams is there. Okay, we double down on safety. I think you got to go. We're gonna try to double down on essentially every position here. But edge player is Brown still on the board? Is Trey Brown? Trey Brown is still on the board. Will he fall down to 135? But I mean, you got Benjamin St-Juste there. Trey Brown. I think you can be comfortable here, or relatively comfortable, with taking Milton Williams here and then either having Trey Brown or St-Juste's fall. I think you can be comfortable in that. So I think you take Milton Williams here. Again, doubling down. You need defensive players. New head coach for the Lions is going to get things done here. I'm really excited to see what this new organization does, or these new leaders of the organization, excuse me. I don't know if they're going to be there, but I hope either one of them are. One or either one of them are. Man. This is getting really. Josh Palmer's there. He's just looking at us. Oh wait, Kelvin Joseph is there. Wow, I didn't even know. He might have been there earlier. I don't know. Benjamin St-Juste and Trey Brown. I think you get Kelvin Joseph here. I really do. Yeah, I think you get Joseph. You get the 152, 153. Man, this is unfolding very well for the Detroit Lions, who again I think aren't that far off from being a very, very good team coming up in this next year, and even in the future years as well. So, Josh Palmer's sitting there. St-Juste is still there. Trey Brown. St-Juste. Yeah. I think you St-Juste. And then you got the next pick too. So, man. Josh Palmer's there. Yeah, this is unfolding better than I would have ever anticipated. This is fantastic. That this is almost like the getting the entire Denver Broncos draft class was like, honestly, what do you want to call it? I'd say it's the biggest trade since Herschel Walker, maybe. I don't know, maybe not that to that extent, but I mean that's still a pretty big trade. Shaka Tony went great. At this point, you just kind of go at BPA, maybe trading out, seeing what you can get. Okay, Marshall's there. Shakur Brown, yeah, you go down, you get Shakur Brown here because you need corner help, and you really try to see here. Moving forward, what you can get the best bang for your buck here. Now, 200. Tonga's still there. Oh yeah, Kairos Tonga. Oh yeah. You take him at 200. You take him there. 237, 239, 256 remaining. This has been a great draft. The Detroit Lions have to be ecstatic with how this draft unfolded because this is a fantastic. 12 picks, 11 picks. Great. Let's go. Frank Darby, John Bates. Okay, Lynn. Okay. Ian Book. Well. Okay. Well, fine. No quarterbacks left to be drafted. That's okay. Three draft picks remain. Drew Dahlman. Okay, I like Drew Dahlman. I do. So you have essentially back-to-back picks here. I'm not trading down, but I'm just going to see what they got. At edge because okay, William Bradley King's going to be there at 244. I think we can try to go get him at 256. So right now I think you take BPA, and if at position 8, if Christian Uphoff is there, oh yeah, I don't care if we're tripling down on safety. I really don't care because honestly, the Lions need some help, and at this point anybody's going to help. Let's see, safety. Okay, we tripled down. Triple down's enough. Teron Jackson's there. I think that's pretty good value to get Jackson at 228. I mean, you could also get him as a free agent here, but you know what? I think drafting Jackson and then also coming back at 256 would be interesting too. I think there's a specific player. Well, William Bradley King was my player I was hoping to get there, but that's okay. Drew Dahlman, I don't think he's going to fall that far. Sedarius Hutchinson, I have me a huge crush on Sedarius Hutchinson, and you know what? I don't think offensive line is a huge position of need, but hey, it never hurts to grab some help there along that offensive line. So we're going to see how this draft ended up for the now first two picks. I mean, the trade A+. Of course, you're going to give us a trade for all that for what went down there. So your first three moves here are 3 A+. Other than okay, fine, we traded them. I mean, come on. I mean, that's really good if you ask me. A second, a third, and I believe a seventh for moving up in the draft to number 11. I think that's really good. And they gave us their first round pick. We didn't give them a first round. I don't know why they gave us a C. But anyway, Micah Parsons there also getting up, trading up. We also then traded down, I believe. Yeah, we traded down, got 79 and 200. Got up, got Richie Grant, so got some more draft picks. Jamar Johnson went there. Jamin Davis. Traded again, and then as you can see, we hit our stride. I think these are a lot of good picks. Also, Digizua, Tay Gowan, Milton Jones. You just started doubling and tripling down on positions of need because the Detroit Lions need to consider trading this 7th overall pick because you are looking at multiple. If you can't get the best player in the draft, you can't get a top offensive player, you can get 11, 12 guys on your defense that can either make an impact or be real close. So for this draft for the Detroit Lions, they gave us an A+. I agree with it. Personally, I'm not sure again that whole thing happens with the Denver Broncos draft. I doubt it, but hey, you get that kind of a draft haul, and you can honestly, again, not that realistic, I don't think, but I think you can really leverage out and get pretty close. I think you can get a lot of these players and get a lot of good players for the Detroit Lions who find themselves a little bit in rebuild mode. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show, but we greatly appreciate all the support you guys have given us. And with that, make sure you guys have a wonderful night, and make sure you take it easy.